Today I'm going to talk to you about the functions of the Coastal Cruiser bike. So first off, turn the key on to get the power going. There's an off section and an on button. And also to unhook the battery, you have to turn it off and push it in to unlock the battery, right? And that way you can take that out. So but once the battery's on, then you can come up here and turn on the screen. How these screens work is there's a little button on the bottom here. You hold that down for a couple seconds, and you'll see the screen activate, right? Now I'm just gonna go over the basic functions of the bike today. So from left to right, you've got your light, right? So click that in and out. Turn on your front and rear lights. These are your turn signals, so you can change the turn signal in there. This controls your pedal assist, right? It's factory set to 5 levels, but you can also change it to some different levels from there. Over here you've got a bell, your 7-speed Shimano gears, right? You click that to go up in gears, and then you just push that to go down. And finally your throttle, right? So when you're at a pedal assist 0, you're not gonna get any throttle power, but when you're at pedal assist 1 through 5, you're gonna get throttle power. Right. And then how to turn it off. It does have an auto off function where the bike will turn off after not being used for 10 minutes. You can double click this M button here. This gets into your settings, right? So if you double click that, it's going to change your screen, right? This is just a different style of screen. I don't necessarily like it. I like the one that it comes standard with, but there's another option for you. So if you double click that, it goes back to the old one. And if you single click this, it's going to change to your average, your max speed, and your speed for that ride, right? To turn it off, you can either hold the power button down here, or which is recommended, or then you can turn the power off completely by turning the battery to the off position, right? And there's the basic functions of how to turn on your electric bike. So how to adjust the controls here. You've got your up and down, right? So this controls your pedal assist. So right now it's at pedal assist 0. When you turn it on, it's gonna default to pedal assist 1. At pedal assist 1, it's gonna give you about 20% power. The throttle is also going to work. It's factory set to go up to 5 levels of pedal assist. You can change the number of levels of pedal assist as you see fit in some advanced settings. And to go into the settings menu, you hold down the M button, and that will go into your settings menu. So now you have a couple settings here. You've got your system, right? And that's your basics. So your unit, it should come in the imperial setting automatically. It shouldn't be, it's in inches instead of metric. You can switch it back to metric. There's a backlight option where you can change the percentage of backlight that you have on there. And every time you hit the M button, it's going to click back. There's an auto off time comes set at 10 minutes. So if you wanted to turn off automatically after 5 minutes of use, of not being used, or longer, 1 hour, or not at all, you can set that, but it's factory set for 10 minutes. So that way the bike will automatically turn off after not being used for 10 minutes. Saves on some power. Your power display, you can change some settings here. There's a close display or voltage value, right? So right now it's set for battery percentage. Your information display, again, that's gonna, you can cycle between trip, odometer, and range. We have it factory set for trip. You can change the clock and the date. So factory is not going to provide the correct one, but you can do that on yourself. And then you can add a password if you want. We do not recommend adding a password just in case you lose it, but it is an option for you to put on. So that's it with the system settings. We're going to go into the general settings. I would not recommend changing anything on here. The wheel diameter, it's going to show you, this is set for 26 inch. The voltage, 48 volt. Again, don't want to change either of these. Your speed limit is going to max out at 41 kilometers per hour. You can change the speed limit down. Say if you have some kids that are riding, you want to limit the speed, you can change that as well. But it's factory set at maximum 41 miles per hour, or 41 kilometers per hour. Your motor measurement, has to do with the poles in the motor. Leave that at 6. Again, these I wouldn't change. Your current is 20 amp. Again, I would not change that. The assistance direction is going to be forward. You don't want to change that. If you change it to opposite and you pedal backwards, the motor will engage. That's going to really throw you off. There's a slow start mode. Again, that's set at 0. I wouldn't recommend changing that. That's kind of a new feature. The ones that I would recommend potentially changing are the assistance gear, right? So it's factory set at 5 levels of pedal assist. You can actually change that up between 1 or all the way from 1 to 9. So again, it's factory set at 5. If you do want to have more levels of pedal assist, it's not going to make you go any faster. All it's going to do is break up the grades between the different levels of pedal assist. So I'll show you that now, which is the next gear detail. If you click into that button, you'll see at each level what percent power that it gives you, right? So it's set at 5 levels of pedal assist. At level 1, you're going to get 49%, 2, 62%, 3, 74, 4, 87, and 500%. This is nice because if you say, hey, pedal assist 1 is going a little fast for me, I want to dial it down, you can click that M button and hit the down button, right? And then you can say dial it down to maybe 40%, right? Where you're a little bit more comfortable. You hold that M button down to go back to the previous setting, and then now I'll show you if you change the levels to say all the way 9, right? And you go to the gear detail, you'll see it changes the grade, right? So now 9 is 100%, and there's smaller grades in between each. So again, that's nice to be able to dial the bike in the way you want it. So, but factory set, it's at 5, which is great. Again, you can kind of dial it in how you like it. The only other thing we want to say here is the product information. This just shows the hardware, the software version, the date of production, and the serial number here. One good thing to know on here is there is a factory reset. So if you go around and you change some of the settings, then you're going to be able to run a factory reset. So one good thing here in the factory settings is that you'll be able to go through, so your hardware, your software version, and if you do go in and make some changes that mess something up, go back to the factory reset. You'll reset all the settings to the factory data, click through that a couple times, and there you go. Right, now it'll go back to the factory setting, and everything should work if it wasn't working after you changed some settings. So that's really it on the details of the LD606. There's an app that goes with that connects to your phone. On the back, there's a serial number in parentheses. That's the number that you use to unlock the app. And the app is listed on the user guide. It's available on Android and Apple Store. So that's it for the using the Coastal Cruiser bike guide. Hope that was informative, and we will see you guys out on the road.